Hi, this is Holly Storm with Harmony Parenting. This is a brief video on NVC needs. So in NVC, we have OFNR, which stands for observations, feelings, needs, and requests. So the third part of the NVC framework is needs, and sometimes it's taught first because it's kind of the meat and potatoes, or lentils if you're vegetarian. So needs are words that help us relate on a human level. Marshall Rosenberg calls them universal human needs. And needs are what is most important to us or to the other person that's down under the strategies. So the way we can figure out what a strategy is a strategy is based on something tangible, like a person, location, action, time, or object. I've heard the acronym of PLATO. I'm not sure where it came from, but PLATO for the things that are more tangible, that are strategies. So again, person, location, action, time, and object. Needs are one level deeper, or many levels deeper. They're much closer to our heart. So there may be a situation where, say, your kids leave their shoes out, and our typical language, our modern language that most of us use, we might say, "Hey, I need you to put your shoes away." With NVC, needs are so much closer to our heart. So we're really looking inside. What do I need? Well, that's asking our child to put their shoes away is really a strategy because it's based on a person and an action. Deeper, I might want safety. Maybe the shoes are in the middle of the doorway where people may not see them and they might walk in. Or maybe I want order. It helps me to keep my mind arranged, more organized, and thinking straight when the shoes are put on the rack. So when I start reflecting on what my needs are, I can express myself more authentically. So I might say to my child, "Hey, I really have a need for order because my brain feels a little scrambled with the shoes that are sitting in front of the door," being very specific and not judgmental. So I'm not saying when you're messy or when you leave your stuff out all the time, generalizing. It's very specific. I see your shoes in front of the door and my mind gets a little cluttered when things are out of order. Would you be willing to put the shoes on the rack? So our kids are more willing to contribute to us when we use this language that's closer to our hearts. Likewise, we use NVC as the words to reach out and touch someone. So when we can't physically touch them, or in addition to a physical touch, this brings groundedness, it brings connection, and it brings secure attachment to use our words and make sense of the emotional responses within us. So let's say our child slips and falls unexpectedly in front of their friends, and they come home and they're telling us the story and they're really sad about it. And so understanding the language of needs helps us to relate to them again on that human level. What was their experience when they slipped and fell? They may have had feelings come up. Maybe they were sad or hurt or embarrassed. And then what would be underneath that? Did they have a need for acceptance from their friends, or maybe care from their friends? Maybe their friends laughed at them and they felt embarrassed and sad because they really would have liked to know that even if they make a mistake, that they're okay, that they matter deep down inside. And maybe they don't want to feel all alone. So the language of needs gives us the need to matter, the need to belong, the need to be accepted, and many, many others to choose from. So I will provide a needs list, and maybe you can look through and see how those needs resonate for you. Maybe you can think about a particular need and what feelings might be associated with it. I hope that gets you started. And if you have questions, please let me know. And I'd love to hear any comments. Thanks. Bye.